Hi, I'm Kate Hemmings and I'm pleased to welcome you to issue 15 of Let's Make Cards magazine. As usual, we've got a fantastic kit full of inspiring bits and pieces, and Corinne Bradd's here to tell us all about it.
Hello,
hi Corinne.
Kate. Hi. Yeah, the kit this issue is great. It's got some predominantly male themed items in it, but there's also lots of glittery bits for girls, so it's not just purely for Father's Day. We've got some lovely embossed vintage style plates here, yes, and you can decorate them, you can alter them by painting or rubbing with chalk. There's some wedding themed items.
They're lovely. I love these glittery die cuts that have been in the kit the last couple of times. They're really strong.
And they are very strong. They're nice designs, so the sort of things that you can take inspiration from anyway, from the shapes of your cards. But you know, and it's one of those things, the glitter actually sticks to them. Some of them you get and you rub it and the glitter comes off. But you know, with the butterflies and the lilac blooms and things like this and the daisies, you can make some lovely looking vintage, but not grubby vintage. You know the sort of thing I mean.
Yeah.
So you've got the backing papers, you've got your 10 cards and envelopes as usual, and there's a selection of sequins and gemstones and fabric flowers there, and also a sentiment sheet, and also some epoxy stickers.
Yeah, it's a really good kit because it's really versatile, isn't it? If you don't want to make Father's Day cards or male-themed cards, you can take those bits, put them to one side until you need to, and get on with the like pink and girly things.
I think most readers now of Let's Make Cards have collected quite a stash of things.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I certainly have. I think that's the way with crafting, though, isn't it? Now, what about these projects that you've brought with you today?
Jill has used the kit. This will be the first project in the magazine, and what she's done is she's cleverly cut the card blanks again to add some extra detail. It's one of those things, you get a card blank and you think, what on earth am I going to do with that? The same old thing. But if you just cut them down, you know, the crown shape on this.
That's lovely, isn't it?
The way that she's used that tag there to create the window shape for that card is really
lovely
good.
aperture card, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's lovely.
We've also got card blanks, cut card blanks here for these check cards for kids. Again, to show you how versatile the kit is. You've got, you know, a named card, and there's like a mountaineering card.
I like the number card as well. I think that's nice. It's another like vintage look. The papers are really nice this time around, aren't they? And the combination of the die cuts and the papers gives a really nice texture as well. I like the little spotty dog here as well, this little bow tie. Now, who's made these cards? Because I really like this one. I think that's really pretty.
That's Caroline Blanchard, and she's used punches to add, again, another element to the cards. Cleverly shaped cards. You've got apertures cut out of them, and it's the extra detailing that makes the card special.
It really is. There's quite an interesting shape here as well, but that's very simple as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Nice
is that not upside down, that card?
Oh yeah. There we go. Let's try again.
Even better.
That's a nice shape. And then we've got this here, which I think is a really cute idea for sort of wedding place setting or something. Really simple.
You could put a little plain white insert in there with the name in it.
Yeah, I think that's gorgeous. So lots of lovely projects. And what about the features? What have we got to read this issue?
Lorraine's got a roundup of card making courses in the UK, which is good, because even if you've been making cards for years, it's sometimes nice to go on a course to learn new techniques.
Get a bit more inspiration.
I mean, the whole thing about card making, it's becoming very sociable.
Definitely.
You can tell that from the forums, and you know, people are getting together, and it's great. We've also got a profile on designer Jane Bentley.
Oh, fab.
She's been around for a while, and she's now doing some work for Crafty Bits. It will include, you know, some of the things that she's been doing for them, but she is doing really, really well. She's got a great range of templates.
Definitely look out for that one then.
Yeah, do. It's well worth reading.
It looks like you've got some interesting stuff with you today, Corinne. So what are you going to be demonstrating for us?
I'm going to demonstrate just how to make simple Fimo embellishments. Fimo is a polymer clay that you bake in the domestic oven. It's very simple to use. And you can make some great little embellishments just to go along with the cards. You've got your eye on
I love that one. I think you should change that to Happy Birthday, then I can have that as my birthday card.
Oh, right, okay. But that's just been done with a simple petal shape.
That's beautiful.
Glued on the card, and then I've added the lines to the petals with a opaque gel pen.
Wow.
But the other thing is they're not particularly heavy.
So they don't buckle the card?
No, it doesn't buckle the card, doesn't make it tip over. I mean, the other ones that I've got here. But I'm just going to show you how to make them very quickly.
What shape are you going to make for us?
I'm just going to make some simple buttons. Fab. But you haven't got it on here, but what's nice about the ones that I've used here is you've got the sheen on them.
That's beautiful.
That's just done with very ultra-fine glitter.
Okay.
So if you just roll out some Fimo, what I've done is I've mixed quite a dark green with quite a bit of white.
To get that nice turquoise.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to make sure that the elements that I've got here do all coordinate with the elements that are in the kit.
But there are so many colours in the kit as well. I mean, there's quite a lot of scope.
They are quite pastel colours in there. So with this, if you just get some fine glitter, and this is the fun bit, tip a load of glitter on top of your Fimo. And put the lid back on before you knock it all over the place. Which I would have done then. If you just rub it in with a fingertip...
Does it stick?
Yeah. And what you'll find is the excess will just fall off the edge. But gives it a nice smooth surface.
It does, doesn't it? But it gives it a nice Oh, I see. So you get that sheen. That's lovely, isn't it?
I mean, to be honest with you,
it's lovely.
So I'm just going to chuck the glitter on the floor, as you do, and get the rest of it off my hands. And then you can just cut simple shapes from it. Before you cut the shape, just lift it off the board again and check that it's free, because what you'll find is if you've stuck it too hard to the board, when you try and lift your shape off, it will distort it. And then you just need a simple pointy stick tool to make the holes, and just push it into the pad of your fingertip to make them larger. When the buttons are actually baked, if you find that the back of your button, the holes are too small, there's a very simple technique with a scalpel. You
just poke it through.
Poke it through and twist it round, and what it will do is it will just shave off the extra bits. So you can thread things like the cord that's in the kit through it quite easily. If you want to thread ribbon through it, a good tip is also to get a bit of sellotape around the end of the ribbon and make it so it looks like the end of a bootlace.
Oh, just give it to put it
so
easier through.
It gives you something stiff to push in there. The other thing that you can do with it, say you've got this heart motif here.
That sheen is lovely. I just keep seeing it shining under the lights.
Colour, isn't it? If you get a decorative brad, and you push it into the centre of your motif, then you'll find that when you've baked it, and these bake for about half an hour on, I think it's about gas mark half, or
it's
about
130, isn't it?
Yeah. But when you've got the indentation in your cooked button, if you get something like a gel pen, you can then just fill in.
Oh, so you can actually colour it after it's...
And with gel pens, because the harder you press down on them, the more ink comes out, it will make a little reservoir of ink. And this is what I've done on one of the cards there. Oh no, I've done it on this heart here.
That looks lovely.
Just a pretty little, you know...
Just gives it that extra interest, doesn't it?
Something extra for it. What you'll find is as it dries, it will start to pull together, and then you can just go back over it.
Brilliant. God, they really are a workbox staple, those gel pens, aren't they?
The thing is, if you're sitting down cooking your Fimo, you might as well make a load of them at one time and put them in a carve box.
Yeah, they look lovely. I mean, you could even make a necklace or something out of them. They're so pretty.
Yeah,
it's
well,
gorgeous
the bracelets you get made out of buttons are great. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's fab. I think that's a really nice technique, really nice and summery as well, so very seasonal. Thanks for that, Corinne. That's what we've got time for here today, but if you ever go at making these fab Fimo embellishments, be sure to take a picture and come along and post it at our forum on www.letsmakecards.com.
Or alternatively, what you could do is send Kate a birthday card.
You could do that, that's true. You should send me a birthday card. Until next time,